Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now the rookie from Boise State, Alexander Madison. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. That's taken on the 25. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready? 70, Indy.
54. It's our field. It's our field.
Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, that'll be caught by Rodgers. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to throw. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
Go, go. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
First.
49 to Mike. Mark 49.
Hey, box drop.
49.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to the ground, Cook. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Set, ready? 10-2 start.
54.
Ready?
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go. 1, 2.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, It's been pretty sensational.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Cousins going for the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, Cook. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Right there, 56. Coming to you, coming to you.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
56, Mike, 56. Me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to Sharp. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
They've got his man complete. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Rodgers brings it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
From the 30 on second down, Cousins. That was good. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And caught by Henry. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Here we go. Set. 8, read.
65, 65.
Get it.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
The Chargers first down.
Go. 50, blank. 61, matchbox light. They go.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They cannot hold us back. We're going to keep getting sacks.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got Rodgers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Herbert. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On the ground, it's Cook. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
To throw on third down. Herbert going deep here for Allen. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They run it again with Cook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now a run with Cook.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Oh, boy, nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Ready up.
Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
You go take. You
Quick stone, travel.
You got take.
Throwing on first down. Herbert under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Shift.
Listen to me.
Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2.
Hey, here we go. Kill.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Chester Rogers, 76 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from the wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, echo.
Now Cousins. being chased out left. He'll run it. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. It's caught. Smith. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. He sets to fire deep. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Going on the ground with Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Flushed out right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
64,
From the gun, Herbert going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4.
We play to win. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 31. Check 31.
Now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw complete there. Rodgers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Brings up 4th and goal.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the home team here, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up in magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When up in magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Cooking up, gourmet, I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.